guy work in this one today.
Digging in, Jonathan India. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. And while he's been a dominant offensive force this year, a quick look at his last 10 games paints a bleaker picture. His batting average is below 250 over that stretch.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, De La Cruz. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Though he's been stellar overall, his batting numbers over the last 10 games are closer to the league average.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. The moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the guy that's hitting second. Wonder if he can turn it around a bit. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, he hit a homer last night too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 33 driven in. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. Two aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game. Both teams are able to score. Let's see which one settles down quicker.
The 2-1. And it's fouled away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box now, Jake Fraley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into play here at 273. 21 homers and 63 runs batted in. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. Oh, but the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. Throw won't get him. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. To the plate now, Tyler Stevenson, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games, but for a guy who's competing for a batting title, he'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race, but he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. Taillon, 30 years of age. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. A 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. One and 2. Here it is. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through, a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Into the box, Michael Bush. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Two and 0 now.
No strike.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Down to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. He's set, and the payoff pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Gomes stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So here now's the pitcher, Jameson Taillon. First pitch of the at-bat.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
1-1.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1.
Hey!
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
At the plate now, Ian Happ, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. Suzuki would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in to try it again, Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0.
No, that's low.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-1 Chicago. Striding in, number 29. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And they can't run it down. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The pitch. Count remains 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Stepping in now, Santiago Espinal. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. Still without a home run and 8 runs batted in. A ball and a strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Andrew Abbott.
So stepping in, Andrew Abbott, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1 strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
2 out, nobody on. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-2.
1. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time.
You got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And it's fouled away. Once again, a 3-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The next 3-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off and he still loses him.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan India. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off the Cubs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Patrick Wisdom. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 33 home runs and 79 RBIs. Now the 0-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One and one, here it is. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it's a foul ball. The 2-2. Chopper to first, might only get one. Reined in to second for one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Now a throw over to first. And now they've got him picked off. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly, and it's still 3-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. De La Cruz will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Two and two.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Drilled to first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here it comes. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Candelario stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season.
Nope.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, number 7. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. Now the 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
In now, Jake Fraley. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Nope. Outside.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Chopped to third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out with the man at first. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Reds leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Three and 0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
Ready to take his hacks again, Michael Bush, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Up next to the Cubs, the catcher.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
He's set. Here it comes. Yan Gomes started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fraley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jamison Taillon. He's ready. Now the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to hit is the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1. Ball in.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Into the box now, number 29, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Grounded to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Espinal swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10", manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in 2 things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
Fouled away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Just hung in there on that one. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs. So getting him out of the game.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish. But he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Jonathan, India.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. To the plate now, Jonathan India, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1. Riding in once again, De La Cruz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 3, Gamer Candelario.
Ready once again, Jeimer Candelario. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch.
Whoa, that's down.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 1-1. Fastball just missed above the zone.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Happ scoops it up. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon.
Number 19.
So he'll depart early here this afternoon, as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, 1 the pitch.
Hey! No ball, 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The set and the 1-2. Fouled off. Four runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Number 27.
Into the box, Jake Fraley. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Fraley carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here's the 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. But 4 all ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 54 thus far. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Suzuki is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. Digging in once again, Patrick Wisdom. He singled his last time up. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here. And you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Nick Martinez enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 28, Nick Martinez.
So here's Cody Bellinger. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 4. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
The catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Here it comes.
Ball, down.
Now the 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, number 29.
In now for the Reds, number 29. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Left fielder looking up.